Hey, what is going on, guys? My name is Blazekiller, and today I am going to be showing you guys how to wall climb in Lumber Tycoon 2. Now, there are a variety of different means by which and objects with which you can do this. I'm going to be showing you guys three for the sake of this tutorial. So I'm going to go ahead and into Woods R Us here and purchase myself just some cheap items. You know, we're not looking to spend too much money here. I'm going to purchase myself 2 basic hatchets. Now you can use a box axe for this. You can also use a loose axe for this. And this is actually super handy. I promise I did not place this here, but you can also use a piece of wood to do this. Now, why would you want to wall climb, you might ask? Well, I found myself in a scenario a few months ago during Halloween where I found a piece of spook wood, or like a spook tree, right? And it was on top of like a mountain that I couldn't access. Now I used the wall climbing glitch to actually to get up to there. Now you can also use the wall climbing glitch to get into the entrance to the swamp biome. You use it to climb mountains, and it's really helpful. And you might not argue that it is helpful, but over time you'll see that once you do know this strategy and begin employing it, you'll find it does serve some uses every now and then. So I'm going to be showing you guys 3 of these strategies. Let's start with the wood strategy here. Now, essentially what you're going to be doing to wall climb, this works for, you know, console, PC, is you're going to be walking up to the item and standing onto it, you know, just about right when you hold on to the item. So I'll show you guys a quick demonstration. It's kind of hard at first. You can get the hang of it eventually, so I might not get it first try, but you're going to be walking up to it and grabbing it like around the same time. So here's an example of the wood one right there. I cut a small piece of that wood off to make it lighter. Now, you know, the lighter the better. It's gonna have a greater chance of working. It, again, won't work every single time. Sometimes it might take you half up the wall you're trying to get up to. Sometimes it takes you all the way up, but you don't have enough time to jump off. So you kind of have to time things just right for this to work. Now, I'm testing this again on the side of this Woods R Us, but it really works with whatever vertical wall you're trying to climb. So let's move on to the next one here, which is, you can see how this can be, you know, very similar. This is going to be a little smaller and probably is going to have a higher chance of working for you. So if you can find a piece of wood that's more to the dimensions of a box axe, that might work for you better. But another thing you kind of have to get used to is how zoomed out are you? How zoomed in are you? You know, you kind of have to find the happy medium there between too far in and too far out. There's an example of that one. This one I found a little bit more difficult to actually do it with because it was smaller. I had to zoom in a little bit more. Plus, it being almost too light, it seems, added some difficulties to that. So, you know, really use this tutorial to find your preference, what works best for you. Again, this might depend on what console, you know, what platform you're on, right? But this is probably by far my favorite strategy, using the axe, because it is something that you can take with you. You know, it's hard to just carry this along with you, but this you can have in your inventory and just drop out whenever you like. Also, you can purchase a ton of basic hatchets if you're trying to climb like a big mountain, for example. You can purchase quite a few of these, and they're super cheap that you're really not going to make a dent in your money, right? So same thing with this one. Also, I find this one, you know, these two kind of stand up on their own sometimes. This one really has, you know, typically doesn't stand up on its own, so it's more easy to work with. You can see it's already working. Also, a quick tip: make sure the item is fully against the wall when you're doing this. That way, you know, you really have the best chances of it actually working. So let me give you guys a better example of what this looks like. So that's an example of that one. That one took significantly less time to do than the previous 2. So this is much easier to work with, in my opinion. But these are 3 things that you can use to climb walls in Lumber Tycoon 2. These aren't limited to these 3 things. You can use some other small items, but I think things that are generally shaped in, you know, in something like this has a larger hitbox than it might appear to have. That's why this one works pretty well. But yeah, test out what works best for you and use this to your advantage to climb walls and explore the map, or do whatever you wish to do with it. But I hope you did learn something new. Hope you can try this out for yourself, and hope this does help you. If it does, like, comment, subscribe, and turn on the bell for me so that you'll be notified whenever I do upload a new video. Without further ado, I will see you guys in next week's video. Peace out.